Hello and welcome back to another Magic Cat. Today we're back on crypto video. Hope you guys are doing well, ladies and gentlemen. We have a banger of a crypto video right here in front of us. Okay, you wanna watch the whole video through. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Okay, and I do have to give credits to where I got this idea from, because I'm literally taking this seriously. I accumulated, got money out, so almost $1,000. But we're gonna be investing that into what the topic of today's video and the specific pair of today's video. Okay, I don't want to click on the credits because now it will spoil you which pair. Okay, well, it is to do the HEX. Okay, and yeah, as I was gonna say, version 3 liquidity in Pulsechain. A lot of people don't know that this exists. Yes, I understand, because obviously PulseX didn't implement this, but guys, it's already been here. Okay, it's just at the front end of it, nobody really did it, right? Pulsex didn't really introduce it. We're also waiting on Pulsex farms. I'll be sick sometime soon. But nonetheless, 9mm took advantage of this. And now they are providing us the front end to add version 3 liquidity, which is absolutely bullish, because guys, there's differences between version 2 and version 3. And I hope you guys know the difference between version 1 and version 2. Version 1 specifically with Pulsechain is liquidity that gives you rewards in INC. Okay, with version 2, it gives you rewards back in LP that auto compounds your yield. Okay, so now you have to keep track of how many LPs you have exactly, and then the next day you only want to sell off the difference, right? So you have to keep track. It's kind of a little bit of manual work. But with version 3 liquidity, it's amazing because it comes in an NFT form. Okay, it's not an LP token now, it's an NFT. And because it's an NFT, now you have access to, basically private variables or public whatever it's called, variables. Okay, within those variables is what you can do a range. Now you can set a range, price range of where you want your liquidity to be active for. What does this do? This is such a great feature because it allows now for concentrated yield. So now if you have less money but you want to make more yield power, I'm just going to use that word, you can just set it to be a tighter range where it's like, okay, 10% minus 10% plus 10% price. If you think that price is going to stay there for a long time, you make that range as tight as possible. You'll make even more yield, as compared to someone else who's got more capital but made it a wider range. Now, I don't know what's the exact formula, but nonetheless, this is such a great feature because it also reduces impermanent loss. We're going to get to that in a second. I'm not going to explain fully impermanent losses, but there's a really great tool that you can check out, and it's in Pulsecoin list. Again, what a great website, very useful. Go in tools, go to impermanent loss calculator. This can give you a really great example of how to, either way, being in version 3 liquidity does, minimize your impermanent loss. It depends on your range. If you put a plus or minus 50%, then okay, you will be exposed to impermanent loss. But at the end of the day, if your yield, the rewards are greater than the impermanent loss, then it doesn't really matter. If you're going to be in this long term, then it honestly doesn't really matter. I wouldn't even look at the value of what my actual LP is worth, right? Because I'm here only to enter and make money from the yield. It doesn't matter to me what's the value of that LP, how far it shifts from one side to the other. I'm here to make money, okay? And it's long term. This is how I want you guys to think of this. Version 3 liquidity is super great, and liquidity providing in general is true yield, because this is money from actual transactions. No Ponzonomics, none of that. Nothing's fake here. It is actually true yield, like you're making money off of volume, okay? That's the key factor, which we're going to go into quickly. Before I get to the secret pair, I'm going to that's where I'm going to put all my $900+ in, okay? And I do have credits for the person to thank. I don't want to bring that credits right now because it will tell you exactly where. It is to do the HEX, okay? But first of all, I want to show you guys about, where's my deck screener? This one. Yeah, let's open deck screener on another page because I have some highlighted ones, okay? And I did make my own. So if I go to my watch list, I did make my own version 3 liquidity pools, watch list. And I'm going to leave that where I share it. It'll be public with you guys, link in the description, okay? Because I think those the ones that I highlighted are actually really interesting to look into. And I'm going to tell you guys how you can understand and how you can, find interesting pairs to provide for, okay? What makes it, what gives you a higher bullish amount yields, right? So if you go to deck screener, I'm going to use Dextrainer here as an example, even though Dex Tools, I'm going to show you as in a second, and why Dex Tools sometimes it has better features for liquidity pools. But Dextrainer, I think overall I enjoy Dextrainer more. Anyways, we go into all dexes, and I'm going to 9mm exactly. You click on that. Obviously, you click on Pulsechain first, and then now so the reason I put on 9mm because this is the only dex that actually supports version 3. So I want to focus on those numbers. Obviously, I don't want to enter version 2. Most of the liquidity pools in my 9mm are version 3. I'm gonna assume. You know, they're growing. You know, the TVL is 3.8 million, which honestly is nothing when you compare to how big this can become. And it shows you all the pairs, top pairs, and stuff like that. Really great stuff. So, anyways, we go back to Dextrainer. Okay, there's two factors that you guys need to understand on what makes a token pair bullish to provide liquidity. Okay, the number one is, I already said, volume. Volume is going to be this is the bottom line of, okay, am I actually going to make yield from this or not? Volume. Okay, the second factor is, what's the volume to what liquidity ratio? Volume to liquidity ratio. Most of the times you want to be in, or the highest ones, right, is obviously when there's more volume than liquidity. You know, the ratio would be amazing. That's where you get even more yield, okay? But that's not going to be the case in all the times. And sometimes you'll realize that actually, you know, the ones that are even more sustainable, very sustainable price, very consistent price, will have a very thick liquidity, right? It's going to be very hard to find ones that are higher volume than liquidity. But there are gems here and there. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys a couple of them, or a handful of them actually today. But please do remember, so for example, if I click on volume right now, okay, to sort it by top volume, and obviously, okay, this one is a no for me, right, because it's 80k volume versus 700k liquidity. Not worth it. I'm not gonna make that much yield. Now I can't give you guys the APR or the APY on the top of my head, honestly, because it's version 3 liquidity pool. I don't know the exact calculation. Okay, but for example, if I scroll down to, let's just say this one, Wolf / Pepe, 33k, you know, and then 17k liquidity. That's a 2-to-1 ratio. Great, this is good to go in, but there's a question now that comes up. Are you bullet? Like, what do you know about Wolf? What do you know about Pepe? You know, what if one of them, you know, I'm not gonna, like, what if one of them rugs? Obviously Pepe, I know, is trusted. Wolf, I don't know much about Wolf. Okay, so that's your question that you need to ask yourself. You know, you're now entering really risky territory, which is why the handful that I picked today are one of the trusted ones. Okay, obviously you can risk it with meme coins and stuff like that, but that's not gonna be me. I have, you know, this money that I've gathered. It's kind of meaningful money to me. I don't want to lose that 900 something, which is why I'm gonna invest it in the chosen one that I will. And if you guys ask me, by the way, where did you get this money? You know, how do you XYZ, guys? You know what I mean? DripX. Surprisingly, you guys think like, oh, DripX failed and stuff like that. No, like I literally had 3 miners today. You know, one was minus 5%, you know, ROI, but the others were like 10, 20%. That's nothing, a lot to us, but hey, I was able to get some profit back up, right? That's actually fine with me. You know, waiting 20 days to get 20%, you know, that's nothing to be mad about. And just 3 days ago was an 8-day payout. I made another $200. So, you know what I mean? Like, I'm making money, and obviously I'm making money from the Ethereum holdings and stuff. Like, I literally had to bridge some from BNB, bridge some from Ethereum. So, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, I do provide videos of what I hold in Ethereum side to the members only, exclusive videos. Again, kind of like a, you know, shameful plug, or non-shameful plug, really. But yeah. So again, thank you to all the members of the DeFi Insiders. You know, I just made a video yesterday on a project I think that's very bullish on Ethereum, long term for the bull run. You know what I mean? Like, it's actually, you know, I love those projects. You know, I've taken profits. You know, I've made a lot of X's on there, and I bring it back. I bring it back to Pulsechain to reinvest. Like, that's my strategy. And obviously, I love that money. Obviously, I cash it out, take it to my bank account, so I can realize those profits. You know, at the end of the day, you want to realize your profits. Any profit is a good profit, no matter how small it is. Okay. Anyways, and crypto is a solo sport, so don't let anyone make you feel bad about, oh, you know, why are you selling, you know, No. Don't marry your bags. Crypto is a solo sport. You do you, secure your profits, get your ROI back, and then play with the house money. You know what I mean? Like, I can literally sleep with a lot of my Ethereum holdings in the negative, right, for a little bit, for a few days, for weeks, it doesn't matter to me because I know long-term, short-term price doesn't matter to me. But that's besides the point. But become a disciplined trader, okay? Have a strategy, have an exit plan, okay? Have your rules that you go by with. It's just some random advice that I'm going to throw to you guys, okay? It's really important. Anyways, thank you to all the members. And as well, I did highlight this comment that I did want to go through. I understand this in the middle of the video right now. Thanks for the video. I learned a lot. This on the previous video, I believe on the PWBTC. No, on the best top Pulsechain projects under 1 million. And then he asked if Titan X is bullish or not, which, you know, I think it is bullish. I think it's just a matter of, okay, is it in the bottom? And then I'm going to actually DCA and hold Titan as tokens, not mining, not staking. I don't think it's worth it at this moment, okay? So anyways, deviating big time. But that's how I got my money, right? You get profits from other tokens and then reuse that, reinvest it, okay? I don't need that money in my bank account. Like, it's fine with me. I got my 9-to-5 job. Like, that's my safety net, okay? A lot of my holdings right now in crypto, guys, is for the long term. Like, I'm here to wait. I can sleep like a baby at night because I know the money that's invested here is already written off as a loss to me, okay? Because it's not in my bank account. So it's a loss by default. I will wait, okay? It's 2024 bull run, guys. If you're watching this video right now, like, you need to understand that we are possibly positioning ourselves in the best way possible to expose ourselves to a lot of X's. The reason why, because Pulsechain is part of that altcoin season 2024, guys. You know what I mean? This is not Ethereum. This is not Bitcoin. This is not like BNB. They had their run. They're mainstream. They're on centralized exchanges. Pulsechain is the chain. Pulsechain is winning, guys. Okay, not financial advice, but it feels good to be here. It feels good to be here, guys. Anyways, you know what I mean? I really enjoy making this video for you guys. Honestly, I really do. Like, anything I learn, I'm so ready to share it with you guys. Anyways, let's go back. Give myself goosebumps here. Let's go back. As I was saying, volume to liquidity ratio. We want pairs that have more volume than liquidity preferred. And obviously, you want to also understand that the pair that you go into is not going to be a rug. It's not going to be, you know, it's not going to fail. It's not going to be extremely volatile, because then you'll go out of range. You can actually set it to be infinite range if you want, but I don't think I'm gonna do that with my pools. So, okay. So quickly before I you know, I'm just going to go just jump straight into it. I was going to do it manually here where, okay, I'm going to see. So for example, the ones that I really had interest in, I'm going to, you know, sort it by volume and I scroll down here. And then for example, you have this one. Okay, 29K, 454K, not worth it. Teddy Bear, 24K volume versus 60K liquidity. That's not bad. It's actually not bad. It's 50% of it, considering how Teddy Bear is, you know, trustworthy. WPLS, again, trustworthy. Of course, it did, you know, almost did a 4x from the bottom right now. It's crazy because bull run still didn't even start. So very good. Okay, scroll down a little bit. You got INC/DAI. Okay, what's the liquidity volume? Not the best. 100 to 11K liquidity, not worth it. You scroll down a little bit. This one caught my eye, and I added this to my list. This one was Spark/HEX, 3.3x, 3.3k liquidity versus what, 2.5k liquidity. That's very good ratio. And yes, you'll be like, oh, that's not a lot of volume. I'm not going to make that much. Don't look at it in terms of that. I mean, yes, volume is important, but it's the ratio. Like, you know what I mean? If you entered in this, like, that's still a good amount of ratio. Like, if I entered $900 into this, think about my share of the pool. Like, you know what I mean? Most of those rewards are actually going to go to me. So that's really great. And okay, you scroll down a little bit. We're going to find a little bit more. Loan/HEX. You know, this one's not bad because loan obviously is very, you know, I think it's found its bottom. HEX obviously is bullish. 1.1k, 2.6. Well, the reason why I say HEX is bullish, by the way, you know, I might talk about PHEX, EHEX. Obviously, PHEX I think is bullish. PHEX is bullish. EHEX with the huge, you know, minus 80%, minus 70% decrease after, you know, the whole thing, and it's a continuous thing right now. Whatever about what Richard Hart said, I personally believe that what Richard Hart said is only stating the facts. Okay. But I think it's a huge buying opportunity right now to have an entry. You know what I mean? Because I feel like it did a huge dip. And I feel like there's a chance that might be the next support level. I think I've given it enough time, I think. Okay, hopefully it's not going to go even lower, but I'm not going to be mad if it did, because it's fine. Because of version 3 liquidity, again, it goes out of range, then it just, you know, it deactivates your pool, so you can just sell it off. Like, that's beautiful. It literally, like, that's the beautiful side of things. Like, you're not going to be exposed to impermanent loss. But you want to act fast. Obviously, if it goes out of range, make your decision quickly to sell it off, you know, in a stable coin, in PDAI or in WPLS. Anyways, so we're gonna skip this. Okay, that's how you have to go through sometimes. I'm gonna show you guys a handful that I've highlighted, and then I'm gonna show you guys where I actually want to put it. So the first one here was the loan / WPLS. As I said, this one, the reason being, this one is version 2. Okay, let's not add that. That's a fault of mine, my bad, guys. Okay, let's go to the next one. USDL/DAI, guys. USDL/DAI, and I'm gonna quickly double check. Is this PDAI or DAI? This is, I think this is DAI. Yeah, that's DAI. It's not PDAI. So this is actually really great. This is basically stable coin version 3 liquidity, guys. Okay, which is, you know, it doesn't get any safer than this. No guarantees, okay, obviously, right? You never know what could happen, but this is literally where as safe as it can get, which is why I'm going to put this in my watch list. If you guys want to enter in something that's literally very stable, because those are 2 stable coins. USDL is pegged at the $1. Look at this, you know, and a very good track record. Like USDL this is behind liquid loans. And then DAI from Ethereum, very stable. Okay, the reason why I highlighted this, because look at this. 11K liquidity, 28K volume, a 2-to-1 ratio. Guys, hold on. I'm actually giving myself ideas to jump into this now. Oh my god. But gotta keep it. This is one of the things that you guys can look into. I might even jump into this later, right? Next up, INC/WPLS. Okay, we look at this. 6.6K volume, 26K liquidity. Not the best, but again, still not bad, right? Still not bad. You can still make yield, especially if you made that range tight. You never know. Again, SparkSwap / I believe this one is version 3, and I think the other one was version 3. Yeah, SparkSwap / HEX. Hold on. I didn't know it was actually called HEX. I think that's oh, okay. No, is actually called HEX. Interesting. I just thought it was, you know, hidden, the E. It's just HEX, right? But anyways, this one is pretty decent. 2.5K liquidity, 3.3K. Now the question is, are you bullish on Spark? And I personally am. And I feel like the 12 cents is part of the bottom. Like, I don't think it's going to go really lower than 10 cents, than 11 cents. So this is actually a decent one as well. Loan / HEX, version 3. Okay, 2.6K liquidity, 1.1K volume. That's not bad, because this is it's not a stable coin, but this is decent. Like, loan is, I think, found its bottom. So yeah, that's why I put it in the watch list. I think these are all very worth, okay, very, very solid ones, guys, to leave full time, like long term, okay? And then you just need to keep it on the ranges. You're gonna do it plus or minus 50% or plus or minus 20%. Not bad. And then you work accordingly. If it goes out of range, then okay, sell it, create a new version 3 NFT, make your entry position there. And then, or you can make multiple ladders. You already can do that. You know, if you have enough capital, you want to do that. You can do a ladder where, okay, this is when it goes up there. This is when it goes up there. This is when it goes down there. And then this one, HEX/WPLS version 3. Look at this, 50K volume. Again, you know, this is kind of a, what's the ratio? This is a 1 to 4 or 1 to 5 ratio from volume to liquidity. You know, not the best, but you know, it's actually not bad. HEX to WPLS, both are very bullish. This is PHEX, by the way. To WPLS, both are very bullish. So I think, you know, I don't think the HEX is gonna fall really that much. You know, so which is why, you know, I feel like putting it as plus or minus 20%, really solid. Now, the moment you've been waiting for, and I might need to do a timestamp again. Okay, and because I talk a lot, but I think these are really good information for you guys to know about, you know, because technically this is a tutorial about how to enter version 3 liquidity. So the hidden one, the moment of truth. Okay, again, credits to this guy. I'm going to show it right now. Dr. or yeah, Dr. Pulse. That's a very funny name. Credits goes to this guy. You know what I mean? Credits go to, like, I even bookmarked this. Like, this is a day and a half ago, I think I bookmarked. I was like, whoa, hold on. This is where I was thinking, yo, I need to actually get money. Let me act on this. Because, you know, as soon as HEX went down, I was like, whoa, that's such a great entry for a lot of us. Because a lot of people were saying, calling it rugs. I've seen you guys in the comments. Chill out, relax. This is no rug. You know what I mean? Like, what? Did Richard Hart put the gun to some people's heads and was like, yo, sell? No. A lot of people were shaking out. You know what I mean? They were shaking out. It's a movement of capital. Someone sold. He made room for me to buy. Now I have stronger buying power. Thank you. You know what I mean? It literally grabbed my attention to HEX now. And even, I think ATROPA is planning to incorporate HEX as, you know, part of the ATROPA system in somehow. And I think I remember seeing that, you know, he bought, or she bought a lot of HEX on the, I believe it's on the, obviously on the Ethereum, on the Pulsechain side, but it's HEX on Pulsechain, right? And bullish, right? A lot of people are like, whoa, like that's kind of crazy. You know, even though a lot of Hexicans, apparently, I don't know, people saying this about Hexicans, they don't like Teddy Bear, they don't like a ATROPA system. But guys, oh my days, like imagine being someone who's just one-sided. You know what I mean? Why don't you want to be exposed to best of both worlds? A ATROPA system, which is Hart system, which basically is a HEX is a subset of that. But like, you know what I mean? HEX. If I'm going to buy a HEX on Ethereum, I also want to buy a HEX on Pulsechain. You know? Anyways, what was I going to say? Going back to this is the one. Now, this is the reason why it was kind of hard to find, and I think why it makes it a huge gem, guys, a huge gem. Like, wow. First of all, 164k liquidity to 401k volume. Guys, that's almost a 4-to-1 ratio. Well, it's actually 3. It's a 3-2. I think it's 3. Yeah, it's a 3-2. Yeah, 3 point or 2 point something. I don't know. Anyways, very good ratio from volume to liquidity. Very, very good ratio. Okay, and both tokens are very bullish. Okay, I think HEX is gonna recover. You know, I think normal hex is PHEX is gonna be bullish. Okay, like if you ask me which one to go into, yes, I'll say PHEX, because you know it's a new chart, like it feels new. It's on Pulsechain as well. No hex on Ethereum. You know, but again, don't ask me about this. Okay, I'm not a, you know, I don't know much. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, right? But the best thing for me right now to do is take advantage of the volume, because that's where money is. And it's version 3 pool, and it's 9mm. Now, the reason why I feel like a lot of people don't know about this, which is why huge credits to that guy, Dr. Pulse. Dr. Pulse. Because when I try to go, right, HEX/HEX, it's kind of hard to find. Okay? That's what I'm, like, look at this. Deck screen, it doesn't show it. It literally just does not show it. Kind of weird. Do you know what I mean? Which is what I was like, whoa. Not all people can find this. So what I had to do, I had to actually go to here. I had to type HEX/HEX. Okay, I had to click on, because the good thing, this is the good thing about DEX tools, that I think they need to incorporate that feature. When you're looking for pairs, you can actually filter out, you know, specific chains, but in a DEX screener, like when you do that, you can't really you know, filter out. Like it doesn't show, it'll show you everything, which is kind of annoying. It's like, yo, can I just filter out? And you know, but this is why DEX tools is actually really good for liquidity pools specifically. But anyways, you look down, and the, you know, as well, DEX tools as well, it's not perfect because it doesn't show 9mm. Like it just puts it as unknown. But you know, as you scroll down, I believe I found it like this, where I think it's this one. I believe it's this one. So I come here. What's the volume? Like, am I tripping? Where? Oh, 0 volume? I was gonna say, where's the volume? 1 second. I think it's HEX, right? HEX/HEX. You filter Pulsechain, and then we look. Yeah, you see, even in DEX tools, like it's kind of hard to find, guys. It actually kind of is very hard to find. You know? HEX/HEX, this might be it. No, it has to be unknown, because these are all PulseX. Because as well, Dex tools is not perfect. It doesn't show if it's version 1, version 2, version 3. You know what I mean? I don't know how I found it, but guys, I did find it. Thankfully, it's right here. I added it to the list. Again, you guys can watch it. This is a gem. Let me tell you guys, because a lot of people cannot find this. I can't find this right now. You know what I mean? So this is the beautiful thing. Well, either way, it doesn't really matter, because you know this is just a chart. Now to the tutorial. Again, a really huge apologies if the video was too long and you know you guys would just want me to go straight to the tutorial. I just wanted to give you guys background. You know what I mean? You know, let me do my thing. Let me cook. But yeah, going to 9mm. You go to pools. You go to version 3. You know, easy peasy, easy peasy. You go HEX, or I guess PX. Let's start with PX. The good thing about 9mm, it actually, like, you can just type E and PHEX, even though it's not really called PHEX, but you know, we love 9mm for that. Like, this is great stuff. Anyways, and then after you do that, oh, 1 second. I hate when it doesn't tell me which PX. Let's do it like that. Ah, what is it doing? 1 second, 1 second. There we go. There we go. It just didn't load the, you know, which tier, the fee tier, because, you know, you don't want to go into something that not a lot of people are going into. There's a 10% peak there. There's a 90% peak there. I'm going to go with 90%. And this is it. Like, this is where you do it. But obviously, before I do that, I'm going to need to buy actually EHEX and PHEX, because right now I only have like $1, and then here's $9. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to actually probably do it where it's the same range with what the other guy mentioned. No, let's do this. Hello. Oh wait. Price. Let's take this. A little bit annoying. There we go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a plus or minus 15%. Okay. Now, obviously, one day, like, you know what I mean, this can easily pump or go down minus 15 or minus 14%. Or you know what, let me just do 20. Yeah, let me just do 20%. I might as well round it down. Okay, you do that. This is how you change the range. You play around with it. You can see the current price right here. You do that, and then unfortunately the APR doesn't calculate itself. Sometimes it glitches out and it doesn't. But it's fine with me. Like, I don't need to actually look at this. Like, I already know this is bullish, as you guys have seen from that chart. So the next thing I need to do is actually divide by, you know, how many pulse do I have? I have 973. But you divide that by half and then by half on each side. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go here. The good thing, I'm going to use Petias, however it's pronounced. I don't know. I'm just going to call it Petias. This is a really good swap DEX, right? It's an aggregator, so don't worry. This is not a separate thing. It literally sniffs Pulse X for you, and it finds the best pairs. If it's version 1, version 2, you know what I mean, it will find the best pairs, and it's beautiful, and it also protects you from, like, you know, arbitrage. Is it arbitrage? No, MEV bot attacks. You know what I mean? So be careful, you know, those sandwich attacks and stuff like that. So yeah, so Petias is actually really great. I really, you know, recommend it to a lot, you know, to everyone. Actually, I'm gonna start using this on myself actually. So I'm gonna keep that 1% slippage. I'm gonna buy some normal PHEX. What I'm gonna do is divide that by, so obviously 450. I might do 470 maybe. Yeah, 470 leaves $20 roughly. If I do 3, no, 2, and then 8, and then 00. Take all the decimals. I actually keep the decimals. 477 for now. Okay, let's go 75, I guess. 79. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. So I'm gonna copy this number so I can do the exact same thing on the other side. And then look at this. Like, this is actually pretty good slippage. Look at that. $473 will give me $472 worth. Obviously, because the liquidity is very liquid, whatever it does. And look, I can actually show the route, and look, it tells you, okay, it will do exactly, you know, everything through the 100% of it in one route. But anyways, sometimes it literally does like 5 routes, 3 routes, and then it gets you the best price. So we do this, blah blah blah, 0.1, like, it's beautiful. Again, this is not accurate with MetaMask. It doesn't know the actual price. Pulsechain needs to update itself. And a lot of people have actually been telling me to start using Rabby wallet opposed to MetaMask. So I'm actually going to look into that, and I'm also going to actually buy a cold wallet like Trezor, or what's the other one? I forgot. I believe they all start with T. Anyways, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to do that because, you know, you just want to be safe, guys. Honestly, you want to be safe. You know, I've seen a lot of people lose money, and, you know, it's scary. You know, it's scary. So please, guys, definitely have multiple wallets, multiple wallets. Spread your risk, and then have, you know, your valuables in multiple hot wallets if you want to do that, or put in a cold wallet where they won't have access to, like, you know, your wallet will not approve any transactions unless it's connected physically. You know what I mean? That's the beautiful side of things. Did I buy it? Hello? Okay, I did. No, I didn't. Okay, now I did. Yeah. So 29,000. There we go. What I'm going to do is go to HEX now and then paste the exact number, 403. Or actually, what I could do, actually, that's pretty smart. If I go on this side, PHEX. Oh, it's somehow 505 worth dollars. Wow. What I'm going to do, I'm going to, you know, as I click max, it already tells me how much I should have on the other side. So I'm actually already going to do that. So I'm going to copy this number exactly. I'm going to go back. I'm going to paste it here. Oh, no, let me buy that. Why would it not? 1 second. So if I do this and then I switch that. No. If I do this, okay, fair enough. Then I copy this and then go back and paste it. No. 1 second. Excuse me? 1 second. You know what? It doesn't matter to me. Okay. I'm just going to give up. Okay, I got $499. I'm going to just put it at, yeah, I just need a little bit. Let me see again. Much 499. Yeah, honestly, I just need, you know, this is a few dollars just in case. So that should be good. So 494. And then obviously, if I want to see the route, you can see, okay, it goes in one route. Beautiful. I'm going to buy HEX with this. Quickly, again, guys, apologies for me fumbling here a little bit here and there. I'm doing this the first time, right? But, you know, I know about version 3 liquidity. It's actually pretty simple. Like, once you get your head around it, that's the beautiful side of things. 9mm did such a great job, you know, with the UI stuff. I know this is probably the same UI as PancakeSwap, but, you know, generally they did a good job with getting the front end for us. Like, look at us. You know what I mean? Guys, we're literally if you think Pulsechain is, you know, super early and stuff like that because it's an altcoin season, it's going to do great, teddy bear, you know, Now think of version 3 pools. You know what I mean? Not a lot of people know about 9mm. Not a lot of people know about version 3 pools are already here in Pulsechain. Like, it's crazy. Anyways, so now that I have 20k, perfect. I'm going to go back to 9mm. Now, unfortunately, I don't have that much on this side. That's kind of annoying. Yeah. I'm just going to have to... Damn, that's so annoying. I'm just going to have to... Yeah, it's fine. It's never going to be perfect, right? It's very hard to get both on each side. But, you know, this is what it's proposing. So what I'm going to do is, you know, I have to enable now on each side. And I'm just going to enable to the max. I trust 9mm to not, obviously, right? But, you know, I do suggest you guys to only keep it at max. Or, you know, which is, I'm going to assume when you click on max, it just calculates how much you're willing to actually transact with. Don't put it as, you know, site suggestion, which is unlimited. That's basically unlimited amount, guys. Don't do that. You know, general practice rule, even though, yes, I trust 9mm, you never know. You don't want to give a smart contract, you know, permission to, like, extract that value from your wallet like that. Okay, so really hope you guys understand that. This is very fun, honestly. You know, it's very fun. Anyways, $400, fair enough. What can I say? I mean, yeah, I'm happy. That's gonna be what, worth 800 something. What is 3,000 of PX? What's 3,000 worth? Yeah, I'm gonna miss out. You know, I'm gonna have $48 left over, but it's fine. You know, feels bad, man. But yeah, 20% I think on each side. I'm gonna probably keep it at -17, +17, +18, just because I feel like, you know, I'm feeling like it will take some time till things you know, go up or down. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of sideways. So if I keep that plus or minus, 19, 18, 20, whatever, up to you guys. You guys can go plus or minus 50. Again, I really want to get that yield in a much tighter yield. So I'm going to click on add, guys. This is moment of truth finally. And fee tier, 25%, because that it tells you 90% of pick goes to that. So that's good. So yeah, that's basically it, guys. I'm going to click on current price. Finally, we're about to do this. Again, this video, I understand it's a little too long, but I feel like, yo, guys, this is version 3 liquidity pool, and I literally, guys, provided you with probably the best pair to enter in right now because of HEX going down, giving it a discount sale. It's a matter of time for it to go back up and recover. Again, no guarantees. It can go lower. Again, this is not the bottom. I can't guarantee it. Look, it already technically did go lower. By how much though is a good question. Ooh. Wow, it went down. It went down. Holy. But that's fine with me, again, because, if it goes inactive, I'm going to quickly sell, and I'm going to quickly re-enter my position. Plus or minus 20%. That's fine with me. I'm going to keep doing this again and again. Wow, that is crazy. Look at this. From the bottom back to, where it was, is a 3.5x. Wow. That's a discount, guys. You know what I mean? That's a discount. I think a lot of people misunderstood Richard Hart. Like, he just stated the obvious. You know what I mean? It literally did shake out a lot of people. Like, I've heard people that they had to emergency unstake and stuff. They lost a lot of money from there because Ethereum gas fees were so expensive. Like, come on, don't let your emotions get, be the deciding, the decider. Don't let your. This is why, honestly, I'm looking into researching how to do not arbitrage bots, like general trading bots, where it'll just look at the facts, it'll look at numbers, it'll look at graphs. And I don't need to, influence my own emotional, like, oh my God, this went down. I want to sell at a negative type of thing. I think I'm already pretty good at this, where I'm fine. I'm resilient to that. But, it's just good because a lot of people, look at this, guys. Like, this is crazy. All for what? Misunderstanding Richard Hart. Like, he didn't say sell it. Like, he just stated the obvious, where, yes, PHEX is better than HEX because of blah, 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 which is what? It's on Pulsechain. Very cheap gas fees. Anyway, that's not the topic of today's video, and I don't know enough of it, so honestly, I'm gonna chill. We're gonna go back now. I believe it's there. There we go. It's active. Let it load a little bit. Unfortunately, obviously, it doesn't show my actual APR yet, but it's fine with me. Oh, does it show? It doesn't show. Actually, 24 hours. No. 30 days, yeah, it doesn't calculate, unfortunately, but it's fine with me. Yo, it doesn't need to, but this is where I can see my unclaimed fees, because when I click collect, it will automatically be decoupled, so it'll come in HEX side and PHEX side. This is really, really great stuff. For some reason, it says that it's worth $300 something. Let me quickly double check. How much? What was that? That's PHEX. Oh, yeah. How much? Let me double check. Yeah, I have 93. You know what I could do with that? And let me see how much HEX do I have. Oh, okay, all the HEX has been taken, so that's not bad. Honestly, it's not bad with me. But I have $93 left over. What I could do, technically, I could actually make another version 3 of that and make it even tighter, make it like plus or minus 5%. You know what I mean? It'll go inactive pretty quickly, maybe in one day. Maybe it won't. Maybe it'll keep going sideways. It'll go inactive, active, inactive, inactive. There's nothing wrong with that. Or I'm gonna reinvest it somewhere else. It's fine. But guys, that's the end of the video. Okay, it's pretty sick stuff right here. PHEX and HEX. Okay, one of the best things to invest in, because look at that volume, 166k volume compared to what? 400k. Oh no, sorry, 166k liquidity compared to 400k of volume. Obviously, this is because the spike that happened, but long term, I'm fine with this because I'm bullish on both. So as they go up, I'm fine. If they go down as well, I'm fine, because I don't care about the actual value of my liquidity pair. I'm only looking at the fees, the unclaimed fees. And look at this, already made 2 cents within a few seconds. Honestly, 2 cents on one side. I can click collect right now and prove it. But of course I won't, because I can't be asked. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Guys, again, thank you to all my members at DeFi Insiders for supporting this channel. It means a lot. And if you do need help with Pulsechain, with whatever, you can send me an email, link in the description. Reach out to me on Telegram, because I've had a lot of you guys, reach out to me and help. I'm here for a lot of you guys. If you want me to reply to your emails, your questions, if you want on one-on-one like Zoom call type stuff, again, I can do that, help you on board. Technically, I've done this enough where I feel like, if you think it's going to be worth your time, where you need help from me and stuff like that, you can name a price, like literally name a price, however much you think you can pay me for that, for my time, a little bit. If it were going to be 30 minutes, 1 hour, just send me an email, say hi, or put your questions in an email. Of course, I'll answer you guys. I set some time to you guys. I set some time for you guys basically every single day. Like, look at my Telegram link in the description. Please do join that, ask questions there. Even other people will ask and answer questions, so yeah, I'm here to onboard newcomers to Pulsechain, demystify the Web3 space. This is super exciting. Listen, I just want to let you guys know, we've all been at the starting line. I understand there's a lot of you guys going through obstacles, thinking, it's overwhelming information. It's hard to buy Teddy Bear because it's not on a centralized exchange. But, once you go through it once, the first step is always the hardest step. But once you go through it once, well done on you. You did it yourself. You invested in an altcoin that can do a lot of X's when alt season starts. Yes, Bitcoin is great, but Bitcoin is more treated as a store of value. Bitcoin is already mainstream. Bitcoin is not going to do that much X's, let's be honest, right? It's going to take so much power, because that liquidity is so strong, so thick liquidity, that you can think of it as weight. It takes a lot of money now to move it, because it's very heavy in liquidity, right? But obviously Bitcoin is still bullish. It's a store of value. It's literally like gold, even better than gold, right? You got Ethereum. Again, Ethereum, super high gas fees. If you're going to invest in it and hold it, fair enough. That's not bad. I see it going to 15K. This bull run, 20K is a stretch. I think it's honestly a stretch, guys. 15K is, it's realistic aspirational goals, right? 10K plus, I think it's doable. Again, not financial advice. This is just what I think. But, but Pulsechain, the altcoin season right here, this is where a cycle 1, L1 solution, yeah, this is where the real 100Xs, even 1000Xs could happen, so yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for reaching the end of this video. If you reached the end of this video, honestly, thank you very much. So I really appreciate reading all the comments, all the likes, and stuff like that. So yeah, share the video with your friends, get them on board with Pulsechain. And if you have any questions, throw it at me, and I'll see you later, guys. Take care.